This week on Pole House Black Pot Weekend Getaways, we conclude our visit to Meramec State Park. And on the menu,
Spaghetti Carbonara.
So stick around. This is Wade, and I'm Angel, and this is Iris, and we are Pole House Black Pots Weekend Getaways, where we show you all things yummy to cook in cast iron as we visit different places. Well, welcome to a new day here at Meramec State Park.
Yeah, when we left you last week, we actually were back here, had lunch, and we're gonna left you there, and now we're just gonna relax a couple hours before we do our another activity. And what's that?
We're going to Fisher Cave here at Meramec
Yeah,
State
it's right
Park.
inside State Park.
And there's like, this one has tours, but there's like what? 4 or 5
something like that, yeah. I don't know if you can go
here,
through them.
I don't know what you can do with the rest of them, but
Yeah.
this one has guided tours through it. We'll try to bring you some of it. I don't think it's electrified, so we may be kind of hard pressed to find
enough
video.
light, yeah. Might be not too good, so.
Anyhow, we're gonna cook it sounds fancy.
It is kind of a fancy, but it's not hard.
It's a gourmet meal,
And
but it is not hard and it don't have much in it. It is a spaghetti carbonara. So, we're gonna leave you here and we'll regroup when we're at Fisher Cave.
All right, see you in a few minutes. Okay, we got our tickets, $12 a piece for adults plus tax. So we're gonna go down here, sit at the entrance of the cave where it's nice and cool. All right, 3 o'clock, tour time.
What to expect, and then I'll give out tonight. Probably want one. That's good. Okay, well, welcome to Fisher Cave in Meramec State Park. My name's Danny. Right around the corner, we'll have, like on 50 feet there, we did see several cave salamanders. And we have 5 different salamanders in a cave. Cave salamanders, the one that shows up the most. So I point out these limestone dams because our first stop, we're going to see the one that's 90 feet long.
Wow.
I have it right here. All the very small. We have one other color. We only see in this room, you see some bluish green over here. What metal oxidizes the green? Copper, yes. We had a copper mine here in the park in the 1800s.
At 20 foot, you'll be clear.
The cave used to go that way and exit.
See the brick holes right there?
One, nice one. This is the pretty side. Nice, very white. You can see. And this has a special name when they find them. They call these stalactite flats. So this is the crack that got widened at one time. And now as the water slowed down, it trickles down. And the form you guys signed, trying to put it up for me to look at.
Oh, okay. Well, we have got back to camp, relaxed for a little bit.
After our tour of the Fisher Cave here at Meramec State Park.
A lot different than Meramec Caverns, isn't it?
Yeah, there, for one thing, there's no electric lines anywhere in there.
Yeah, so everything was done with lanterns.
And if you have problems ducking over, don't go.
Yeah, not a lot of steps, but some. And I guess, yeah, you got to kind of lean over. So if you're short, it's a lot easier than if you're really tall. But
Yeah.
other than that, it's pretty good concrete, a lot of it, and then there's also some kind of a hard mud dirt.
They
but not muddy.
provide the
Lights.
have flash.
Yeah, and it's a
flashlights.
guided tour. Just
Yeah,
like
it is
a lot
guided.
of history and different things. It's really interesting. But it's more.
It was only $12 to
Yeah.
get into it, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It
the
was
live critters in there, like little
Yeah.
salamanders and things like that. There's tracks of recently of raccoons and stuff that's been in there, and then from years ago, there's been signs of bear in there. Bear.
Yeah,
pits
there's a
and
whole
stuff.
wall that has bear scratches on
Yeah,
it.
so for supper, we're getting ready to start that. We got a fire built. What are we fixing?
Spaghetti Carbonara. Now, one thing we do want to warn you, if you're coming to Meramec State Park, is at least for Verizon Wireless, the service is very spotty.
Yeah, not too
So
good.
we wanted to mention that while we were thinking about it. So we're going to regroup, and there's not much to this carbonara. It may be a fancy, fancy thing, but it's a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am,
Yep.
and it's done.
All right, so we'll be right back and get this cooking. All right, my part is to cook the pasta. We're using spaghetti because spaghetti is kind of the common ingredient for carbonara. You could use fettuccine or something like that, but
spaghetti.
spaghetti is kind of the norm. And like any pasta, we're going to salt it. So we're going to get salt. So, yep. And I got it down fairly close to the fire because we're going to just get this water up to the boil. Fire's not going very long yet, but that's okay. We'll have enough heat up underneath the ketchup and get it going. And while this is going, he's going to start on the good part, the sauce. So we'll be right back.
The only meat in this is pancetta or prosciutto, which is a dry-aged bacon. We have done this with bacon, and it's okay with it. So I'm going to get to chopping it up.
We got what? Leftover bacon grease.
Yeah, and that's been shut off.
Okay, we've got leftover bacon grease from breakfast. Are you gonna fry prosciutto in?
Yeah, because you need to have bacon grease too.
Yep.
That's just about enough.
Now, I know some Italians or some people may think this is a cardinal sin, but we're breaking these in half for ease of cooking.
Ooh, I caught it. This is so hard. Unbelievably hard. Hardest part's finding an opening for the... What happened to my knife? There it is. Now, it calls for a full 2 cups. I'm gonna save a little bit of this out for us to garnish it with.
What is this?
Parmesan. Freshly grated Parmesan. You just mix it up. You can also use a little jar of Kraft Parmesan, but it tastes better with real. Now he's going to help me by dumping the water off of that. It says on the recipe to reserve at least a cup of this water. We're going to reserve all of it right now. We don't know whether or not we'll need it for sure or not. Now we need the sauce.
The sauce.
And we probably need them tongs for tossing. It doesn't take very long to make this.
That's sauce.
Now, it's not very saucy, you see that? So we take a little bit of this.
You got it. Cool. All right.
Oh, I almost can't see. Too much smoke in my eyes. And there you go. We're ready to eat.
I win. As you said, that was easy, wasn't it?
Yep. On this channel, we show you yummy, delicious, and interesting things to cook in cast iron, most specifically Dutch ovens. Do you know we have a cookbook? It not only shows you great tips how to use your Dutch ovens, but it gives you our first 2 years of recipes. They're $20 with $6 shipping and handling. You can get those at Pole House Black Pots, P.O. Box 212, Fayette, Missouri 65248, or on Venmo.
Yes, in the Venmo, look up Pole House Black Pots on Venmo.
Well, why don't you come on over? Now, your guys are going to remember that, well, got to be careful with the black pepper because it shakes out very prolifically.
Ooh, that looks good. Smells good too.
That is good.
Wonderful.
Like we always say,
Fairly rich tasting, but it's still good.
when you're out camping, you don't just need to eat s'mores,
Hot
and
dogs.
hot dogs, and hamburgers and steaks. So we do all kinds of stuff.
Well, it's our last morning here, and we're packed up. They've got everything cleaned up, hooked up, and we're ready to head out, aren't we?
Yep.
We're gonna try to go stop at a local place here in Sullivan called I think it's the American Pie Company or something like that. They actually have breakfast pies of like quiches and things like that. So we're gonna check that out before we head home. So we'll see you there. Biscuit and gravy. A biscuit and gravy pie. Looks interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Leslie got a cinnamon roll, and sure you got a sandwich coming in, don't you, Leslie?
Yep, I do.
Ham and cheese quiche is what I've got, and an apple pie. Wow, what'd you think of that? That was kind of different, wasn't it?
It was different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Had enough to fill me.
Yeah, it wasn't a huge breakfast, but it was a good, some kind of nip, and I never had a biscuit and gravy pie. Kind of hard. Leslie said her sandwich is really good, so I think we're just about ready to wrap up this weekend getaway.
Yep, we're headed home.
Yep. I want to thank you all for watching us.
If you like this video, please subscribe. Give us a thumbs up, which is a like. Share us on Facebook or Instagram. And thank you for watching. We'll
See you next week. Yep. Bye, everybody.